Hello and welcome to this week's flow. Just take your time finding your body in that comfortable position on your mat, ideally lying down or sitting, and we'll take it from there. So just taking a moment to make that transition from whatever has been going on throughout the day today, throughout the week so far. Just gently arriving to this moment, right here, right now. And as you arrive, you really try to be as aware as you can of your state of being right now, without indulging in the little details, just being aware of the bigger picture of you in the moment right now. So you can start noticing things like the way your body makes contact to the ground or to the surface underneath. Starting to cultivate that sense of trust. And as you do that, maybe noticing also if there are parts of the body that might feel a bit more tight, maybe a bit rigid, maybe a bit sore, without intending to do something at the moment, just really being aware of the condition, the situation. And you're just breathing softly. Bringing the attention to the breath. Noticing the expansion. Allowing the release with the exhalation. So as you're breathing, you can feel the whole body moving. So notice how the breath moves the body and activates the body. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make the breath bigger. You don't have to force any muscles to do that. Just notice how your breath moves and engages your body. And we can start gradually waking up everything. So little moves here and there, fingers, toes, ankles, wrists, arms, legs, stretching, twisting, opening, expanding, contracting, rolling over and around. And all that, just having in mind the movement and the motion of the body and what sort of impact each motion has. So you might find that there are certain moves today that really don't suit you, and others that really ease and soothe you. So try to stay with those. And eventually we're going to bring both knees all the way in close to the chest, give them a little hug, and start rolling gently from side to side. Just easing the lower back. A gentle massage. Nice. And finding your center again, holding your knees nice and tight. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, we're going to lift the head, forehead coming all the way up towards your knees. And we're just going to hold it there for a few breaths, giving that initial primary stretch. Just staying, breathing, softening. 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're releasing. Head comes all the way down. Legs reach all the way up. Let's start waking up the ankles and the toes. So from there, flexing and pointing. Your pelvis stays down and stays supported at all times. And you're just moving your feet all the way from the ankles. Great for 3 and 2 and 1. Great, and take it for little rolls here, little circles. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other way around. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Give it a little shake. And from there, we're going to start with the cycling. So engaging hip joints, engaging knees, and the ankles and the toes. So we've got all the joints of the lower part of the body being activated, energized, and put in motion. So 3, 2, 1. Great. Go for the reverse, as if you want to cycle backwards. And those fixie bikes, you would cycle that way in order to brake. So let's go back. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And give it a nice shake. Perfect. And now you can either start rocking back and forth in order to come up to sitting, or you can roll over to one side and come up to sitting, whichever feels best and more suitable for now. Lovely. And just coming all the way up to sitting, finding your sitting bones where you are, finding that sense of length, a softening in the shoulders, softening in the chest. Great. And a sense of lengthening through the spine and that sense of balance as the head joins the top of the spine. Great. And let's warm up the neck. So letting your head drop, chin to chest. And we're going to start rocking, rolling the head from side to side. Inhale one end. Exhale to the other. And just carry on. Nice. Let the head roll over to the right and pausing there. Perfect. Finding space along the left side of the neck. Right hand coming down on the ground onto the side. Inhale, left arm reaching up, softening the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, just going for a nice side bend over to the right. Both shoulders relaxed, neck is free, and just keep sending the left sitting bone down and stay. 3 and 2 and 1. Lovely. Breathing in, coming up. On the exhale, letting that left arm release, let the head release, and go ahead and roll the head over to your left. And stay. Left hand coming to the ground, right arm rising up, shoulders both release. Inhale, lengthen, create space. Exhale, bring it over to the left side. Your left elbow is bent, your left shoulder loose, and your right sitting bone stays down. As your right arm extends all the way out and away. That's lovely. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release both hands down. Good. Now inhale, arms will rise. Exhale, little twist to the right. Arms, left arm to the right leg, right arm behind your back. Eyes turning to look over your right shoulder and stay. Breathing in. And exhale, release, finding center again. Inhale, arms rising up. Exhale, going to the left. Right arm, left leg, left arm behind your back. Eyes looking over your left shoulder. The idea is that of lengthening and widening. Inhale. On the exhale, release. Let it come back to center. Now inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, back to center. Last inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, center. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, center. Nice. Hands coming onto your knees. Great. And let's go. Inhale, opening shoulders, chest, eyes looking up. And on the exhale, very gently, think of your whole back being drawn back, giving it a nice stretch. Inhale, opening, chest, shoulders, eyes. Exhale, take it all back. 3 more of those. Inhale, opening. Exhale, back goes back. Inhale, opening. Exhale, going back. Last one now, open again. Exhale, move it back again. Nice. Finding center, let's warm up the wrists. So forearm together, fingers together. And going for the figure of 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Release and just squeeze gently there, activating forearms, muscles of the fingers and the hands. Great. And let's combine it with a little climb. So you add the resistance on in any step of that climbing process. 5. Good. Reaching out. 4. All the way up. 3. Just 2 more. Nice. And our last one. And shake it. Perfect. And from there, bring it all the way over to your table for our lovely cat-cows. So first, just spread the fingers wide. You want a good solid surface. So the whole inside of your palm should reach down. Balls of the fingers and the heels of the hands. Once you're there, inhale, let the pelvis drop, eyes turning to look out. And exhale, tucking the tail in, sending your back back, let your head drop. And again, inhale, opening, looking out. Exhale, tuck the tail, bring it all back. Inhale, opening, looking out. Exhale, going back. Inhale, opening. Exhale, moving back. 3 to go. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Last one, open. Exhale, back. Nice, and come and find center. Tucking your toes under, knees coming up. So we're in an elevated table and gently engaging the core in order to keep the back parallel to the ground. Holding it there. For 3. And 2. And 1. And let's play a bit from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start walking our hands towards our feet, reaching down in a deep squat-ish. Your heels can stay elevated if you'd like. And from there, we're softly moving all the way back to the table, the elevated table. So inhale, exhale, walk it all the way back to the squat. And inhale, moving it to the table. Exhale to the squat. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale to the squat. Inhale to the table. Last one. Exhale to the squat. Inhale to the table. And this time walk it a bit further to reach your plank, engaging the core, keeping the back, let's say, in a straight line for 3. 2. 1. Bend your knees, untuck the toes, softly move it all the way back, very, very slowly to find your child's pose. Letting your head heavy, the arms relaxed on either side, shoulders releasing, elbows bend, and the breath soft. Breathing in. And on the exhale, just start rolling up and eventually coming all the way up onto your knees. Now, if you'd like to add a little cushioning here, now is the time to do that. You could either fold your mat or bring any external cushioning material. Nice. Once you're set, come and bring the right foot forwards. And start walking that right foot to the front, bending the right knee, dropping the pelvis as you go. So it's a constant forward motion until your right knee reaches on top of your right ankle. Nice. And just think of the spine here lengthening. Breathing out softly. And we're just going to move the right arm all the way up. Just one. Allowing the right shoulder to stay soft. And just start thinking of the diagonal. So from the tips of the fingers of the right hand, traveling down across the right arm to the right shoulder, diagonally down your back to the left side of your pelvis, and down across that left leg, all the way to the tips of the toes. So you have that long diagonal line that keeps expanding as you're here. And that is opening your back and helping you maintain stability. For 3. And 2. And 1. Perfect. Keeping that right arm up, go with the left hand and reach down. It can either be a flat hand, fist, or fingertips to reach down. Nice. And now we're going to go for a little twist. So opening the right shoulder, extending all the way up towards the ceiling, and go ahead and tuck the toes of that left foot, and then extend the left leg. Lovely. For 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, releasing that right hand down. Great. And just taking the right leg back all the way to the plank, bending your knees, untuck the toes, bring it all the way back to your child's pose. Again, deep, deep breaths here. Breathing in. And on the exhale, we'll start rolling up and all the way up again onto the knees to go to the other side. So left foot stepping forwards. And we start walking that left foot forwards, pushing the pelvis again to the front and letting it release. Good. And we just find that point where our left knee is right on top of our left ankle. Pelvis is heavy, shoulders nice relaxed. We give some time for the pelvis and the hip joint of the right leg to adjust and release. And then softly, we take the left arm up. And we start our lengthening process. So, from the fingertips of the left hand, traveling down across the left arm to the left shoulder, moving diagonally across the back to the right side of the pelvis, and down through the right leg, all the way to the tips of the toes. Drawing that diagonal from the fingertips of your left hand to the tips of the toes of the right foot. Engaging the whole body in that line. 3. And 2. And 1. Perfect. Now releasing the right hand, let it touch down, either flat hand or fist or fingertips. Great. And we're going to tuck the toes of the right foot and then just extend the right leg. And once you're up, start opening the chest. Think of that left shoulder opening, left arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Holding there for 3. and 2, and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, release the left arm, place it all the way down onto the floor. Softly take the left leg back, finding your plank for 3, and 2, and 1. Bending your knees, and bring it all the way back again to the child's pose. Lovely. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're going to move again to the table pose. Tuck the toes under, knees coming up. And from there, keeping your knees bent, start pushing the body and the pelvis backwards, allowing the shoulders to rotate up to the level that you feel comfortable. Nice. And if you feel like it, you can start pedaling the knees, just extending a leg at a time. If it doesn't feel right, you can stay with the knees bent. And whenever it feels too much, you can always go down to the child's pose and come back whenever you're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. And then just looking forwards and start walking towards the hands. Exhale, release in the forward fold. If that's too much for the lower back, you can always keep your knees bent. Hold it there for 3. And 2. And 1. Now start bending the knees. And we're going to start lengthening the back. We're going to come to the monkey pose, which is your back in a nice diagonal and the arms just hanging loose. Good. Here, try tucking the tail in so you can maintain the length throughout the spine, so the pelvis does not stick out. Tucking the tail in so your pelvis stays in line. Great. Arms nice and loose, shoulders relaxed here, neck is free. You have a good bounce from your knees and ankles. You can use that. And we can start sort of shifting the weight around. So without doing much, we're just going to shift the weight to the left foot, lift the right foot, coming back to both feet, shift to the right, lift the left, back to center, to the left, lift right, to the center, to the right, lift left, to the center, to the left, lift right, to the center, to the right, lift left, and back, both feet onto the floor. And this time we're going to lift both heels. Knees are bent, spine lengthens, arms loose, and just coming to the balls of the toes as you lift the heels. 3, and 2, and 1. And now as you're there, heels up, arms start reach all the way up to the 3. And 2, and 1. Heels dropping down. Inhale, extending legs. That should feel nice. Reaching, opening. Nice. And from there, grabbing your right wrist with your left hand, reaching up, and just go ahead and bend your right knee so the right side of the pelvis drops a bit. So left leg stays extended. And we're going to gently bend to the left. So right knee bent, and we're just bending to the left. Nice. Coming all the way up. Go ahead and swap hands. Right hand grabs left wrist, and then just bending your left knee. So left side of the pelvis drops. Inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, just bend to the right. Lovely. And bring it all the way up. Great. Now interlacing fingers, roll them upside down, extend the arms all the way up, and just go ahead and drop the shoulders. Now what we're going to do is not a side bend, but this time trying to keep the whole upper body in a straight line. So we're not bending, as in curving the sides. We're taking it in one piece, like a straight line, bending over to the right. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. That will help you engage the core. You'll feel it sort of becoming stronger in order to keep you in one place. With the exhale, we're bending to the left. The whole body is straight line. Not this, this. Think of constantly lengthening your arms, pulling you up. Lovely. Inhale, center. Exhale, just. Nice. Okay. And let's go for 2 half salutations. And finding your feet soft, knees soft, hip joints relaxed, shoulders loose, neck free. Perfect. And from there, inhale, arms coming all the way up. Exhale, you can take it down. You can bend your knees in the process if you'd like. Inhale, the back opens. The body lifts parallel to the ground. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, arms rising up. Exhale, opening to the sides. Coming down to the sides. Last one. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, rising. Exhale, arms release down to the sides. Perfect. And from there, right foot will stay to the front. Left foot will step to the back, toes tucked under. Great. Finding a nice bouncy power step here. And keep extending your back leg to gain stability. At the same time, you think of lengthening through the spine so you're not sinking within the pelvis. So you want that space of the lower back to have space. So you're lengthening. And inhale, arms rising up. Shoulders release, soften. Good for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale. On the exhale, arms coming parallel to the ground. Shoulders softening. Now arms extending all the way to the front. The 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale. On the exhale, right arm extends all the way to the back. Eyes turn to look to the back too. Holding 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale. On the exhale, we release. Bringing both hands onto the floor. Bending the left knee and step it a bit closer so both feet can step fully and then just come up. Nice. Feet parallel, both legs extended, arms coming around your back. Good. And inhale, lengthen on the exhale from the hip joints. Keep your back nice and straight and long, and bring it down. Square hips, long back for 3, and 2, and 1. Gently bending that right knee, lifting the left heel and bring the weight onto the balls of the toes of the left foot, and then just kick and bring that left knee up. Nice. Holding that left leg close. You can make a little net with your fingers and hands and let your left knee rest onto your hands. This should feel quite relieving for the lower back. For 3, and 2, and 1. Nice. And exhale, release. Left foot touches down and right foot steps back. Onto the toes. So you have this dynamic stance here. And now keep extending the back leg to gain stability. Nice. At the same time, you keep lengthening the spine so it doesn't sort of sink inside the pelvis. Nice. Arms coming parallel to the ground, extending all the way to the front. Shoulders release, neck is free. 3, and 2, and 1. Left arm opens towards the back. Eyes turn to look over the left shoulder. Keep extending the right leg. Spine lengthening, chest opening, arms extending to both ends. For 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we release. Both hands coming down onto the floor. Bend that right knee. Give it a little push to come and bring it a bit closer. And then take your body up. Finding your stance here, both feet onto the floor, parallel, both extended, pelvis square facing to the front, arms around your back. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale from the hip joint. So start thinking of your pelvis going backwards as the body tilts forwards. Eyes looking down. Holding 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to bend the left knee, shift the weight towards the left so the right heel can lift, and then make the transition, lifting the right knee all the way up. Taking your hands around your right shin, a bit below the knee, and holding it there. This ideally shouldn't feel like a power hold. It's more like a rebalancing place, a place of tensegrity. For 3, and 2, and 1, and exhale, letting it release. Nice. Perfect. And from there, softly, let it come all the way down again. Nice. And just resting on your back, placing your feet close to your body, parallel, knees parallel, hands on either side of the pelvis. And we're going to engage the glutes and start lifting the pelvis off the ground. You're trying to keep the back one straight line with the pelvis. It doesn't have to be a big lift, Just make sure it comes as a whole above the ground. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, softening. Bring it all the way down. Allowing the back of the pelvis to rest. Let's take it for one more lift. So your feet close to you so you can really lift up and have a strong base here. And engaging the glutes and pushing through your feet, you're going to start lifting the pelvis up. Notice the weight that comes down to your feet. You want the whole foot to be loaded. If you find that your toes are floating, give a bit more weight or bring your feet a bit closer. 3, and 2, and 1. Breathe it in and exhale, just release. Coming all the way back. Nice, let the pelvis rest. And just come and bring your left knee in. Right foot stays onto the floor where it is. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lift the head, forehead coming towards your left knee. 3, and 2, and 1. Breathe it in. Exhale, letting it release. Great. Flexing that left foot. Go ahead and start extending the left leg to the level that it feels good. Make sure that the pelvis stays onto the floor, that the pelvis is relaxed. The whole body actually is relaxed here. Your shoulders are relaxed, the head and jaw. The only engagement is in that foot, which you want to keep flexed. And consequently, the engagement of the left calf. If you'd like to bring a strap along, you can go ahead and do so. You can also use like a towel or a t-shirt or anything to wrap around the balls of your left foot. Holding it there for 3, and 2, and 1. Perfect. Release the arms. Let that left leg extend all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale. On the exhale, slowly start taking that left leg down, engaging the core. Inhale, left leg travels up. Exhale, traveling left leg down. Core engaged. Inhale, left leg up. Try to keep the back down to the ground. Exhale, slowly left leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Pelvis stays down. Exhale, slowly left leg down. Good. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, bending the left knee. Bring it all the way in. Inhale. On the exhale, lift the head. Forehead coming to your left knee. 3, and 2, and 1. Exhale, letting it release. Left foot coming down. And come and swap. Right knee coming in. Left foot staying onto the floor. Comfortable. Inhale. On the exhale, we'll lift the head. This time, head reaches for the right knee. 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, slowly coming down. Flexing the right foot. Inhale. On the exhale, we start extending the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. You can place your arms around the right leg or around the right foot, wherever it feels more comfortable, wherever it feels that it reduces the amount of tension in the body. Ideally, the only tension or engagement is located along the left leg, the left calf, the left foot, maybe the right leg. Yeah, so whatever I said, translated to the right. So the right calf, the right foot, the right quadricep maybe, or even maybe not. But everything from the pelvis up is pretty much intact. No tension. Think of the pelvis dropping down, the whole back expanding, lengthening, and widening. Inhale. And exhale, releasing the arms. Think of that left leg reaching all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale. With the exhale, slowly start traveling the right leg down, engaging the abdominal muscles. Try to think of your lower back trying to stay glued to the ground. Nice. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, slowly bring it down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, slowly coming down. It's as if you're trying to tuck the pelvis, to tuck the tail. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, slowly right leg down. And a last one, inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly bring it down. Nice. And inhale, bring it up. And this time, exhale, bending that right knee. Bringing it and squeezing it close. Nice deep breath. On the exhale, lift the head coming over to the right knee. 3 and 2 and 1, breathing in. On the exhale, letting it release. Both feet coming onto the floor. And you can either stay here, and that's great, especially if there's any issue with your lower back and back in general. Otherwise, you can go to your Savasana with your legs extended, or to any other place that feels comfortable for you right now. And just release. Allowing those points of contact to get established in your mind. So you can start releasing through those points. Any tension, any holding, just letting go. Allowing the breath to move through the body, nice and soft. And with every exhale, you're releasing a different part. Starting with the areas that feel particularly tight right now, or maybe a bit sore or tired. And then moving to a wider scanning down. And as you do that, everything just softens and eases. Just taking a moment noticing how everything feels right now. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And whenever you're ready, you can start waking up the body again, reintroducing it to your day, moving fingers and toes and hands and feet, reaching, opening, expanding, twisting, turning, opening, and eventually rolling over to one side and all the way up to sitting. Finding your sitting bones where you are, finding a length, finding a width, finding a space, and take a deep breath, arms rise. And with the exhale, finding hands to chest, center and space within. Inhale, opening eyes, minds, hearts. Thank you very, very much for joining. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.